Hello again, YouTubers. This is Mitch with str8vape, and today I'm going to be talking about the original Blu Cigs. You can still purchase these. You can actually get these at Walgreens and probably CVS. I've seen them at Walmart as well. These are a little bit expensive compared to some of the stuff you can get online, especially for the performance point. The battery on this is significantly smaller than the batteries you get from the cheaper kits from tobacco shops or Murphy's and stuff like that. But the unique thing about these devices is the charging pack that you get with them. You can plug this in to a USB port with a little cable that plugs in there, and that will charge the pack, which in turn just set your battery and the little charging port in there, and you screw it down until that side light comes on, and that just tells you it's charging. And for some reason or another, the charging on these is a little bit weird, because you can charge a battery and then unscrew it, and then wait 10 minutes and screw it back down, and it says it's charging again, and it'll charge for a while. And I never really got that. There's also some sort of battery protection in here that once the device is fully charged, it will drain the battery in your e-cig battery and the pack battery, so you have to kind of keep an eye on that. There is a new Blu Cig model out, the Premium 100s, and their packs are a little bit more complicated. They have a Wi-Fi feature that finds other Blu smokers and Blu vendors within a certain radius of you, and I think that's kind of neat. It has a better charging system in the pack where you just set the battery on there, close the lid, and it charges for you. But this is on a review on the originals, of course. This is a Blu Cig with an original Blu Cig cartomizer on it. I have menthol on here. It's one of the last ones that I didn't finish off of the pack I got before I got my Kagos. And I'm going to give you a little demonstration here. And that flashing there, that's not telling me that the battery is dead, that's just the cutoff. It has like a 10-second cutoff. It's an automatic battery. If it weren't for the fact that these had Johnson Creek juice in them, I wouldn't really recommend these to anybody, but they are discreet. They, you can be somewhere and it'll fit in your hand, and you can just and no one has to know that you're vaping. I mean, if you hold it long enough, you can actually wait until all the vapor is dissipated and all that. But I consider these kind of the closet vapors, treasure trove, because they just don't do it for me. They're not strong enough, don't last long enough. The pack draws more attention than the actual e-cig. But anyways, the customer service for Blu, I'd have to give it a like a 3.5 out of 5. They are a big company, so they have a lot of requests for refunds and stuff like that. But I've had some cartomizers come to me bad out of the box. I've actually had my coffee flavor in the second refill that I got not have any flavor in it. It was just PG and nicotine. And I emailed them about that. They wanted me to send the cartomizer back to them, and then they would replace it. And the shipping is more than it would cost me to buy a new cartomizer down at Walgreens. So that's the only problem that I really have with that. The build quality of these is really the redeeming feature. If you get a battery that works, it's going to keep working and working and working. I've had these batteries since Blu Cigs came with the atomizers. I've had to buy a replacement pack because the battery in the pack burnt out eventually. But the batteries in the actual Blu Cigs themselves, they still work pretty much like the day that I bought them. So I'd have to give them a 5-star on durability, build quality. The packs, I don't like the rubberized coating on the packs. As you can see up there, that's just from a light misting of either brake clean or degreaser or something like that where I work. Those are pretty potent chemicals, but at the same time I would want something that would be able to withstand a little bit of a harsher environment, but that's my personal preference. If you live in the city and you have an office job, and say you want to vape in your cubicle but you don't want somebody to know that you're vaping, those would be fantastic. I would definitely use one of those if I was in that sort of situation, just because you won't have to get up and go somewhere to vape inconspicuously. But otherwise, I'll give the original Blu Cigs 4 out of 5. Just because they are the most durable batteries that I've used, and they have some pretty neat features. The charging pack feature is really cool. It is really nifty, especially with the smaller batteries that don't last quite as long. And I'm looking forward to trying their premium 100s whenever I can get my hands on those. That's all I have for right now. I'll see you again soon, YouTubers.